I will end this lecture with half a dozen nudges. Just like we have seen save more tomorrow, there have been studies on give more tomorrow. Suppose you're interested in raising charitable resources, you're the head of the charity. So you could ask people if they would like to donate to a charity this year. You could also ask them if they would like to commit to donating to a charity next year, with of course an opt-out option over phone. Most people is likely to choose 2 over 1, and this is exactly what Bremen studied in his Journal of Public Economics paper. He reached out to donors who were already donating smaller amounts, and he asked them if they were willing to increase donation now or increase donation 2 months from now. There was a 32% increase in donation when asked to donate 2 months from now. Libertarians hate to wear helmets. Now, they often argue that, look, if I want to take a risk, then why should the state have any problem? Well, the state should not have any problem as per the libertarian ideals, except that the state often has to take care of individuals in case of an accident. Tierney, for example, studied this context, and he offered a special license if people wanted to ride without a helmet. This license would require some extra driving lessons and proof of a substantial health insurance. Nudges such as these are often less intrusive than ban and therefore address some of the libertarian concerns that one may have. Destiny Health Plan was a health vitality program, and as per this program, individuals could earn vitality bucks if a customer worked out daily in a health club. So keeping that in mind, this health insurance company offered vitality bucks if a customer worked out daily at a health club during a week. If the customer completed a blood pressure test with normal results, vitality bucks would also be offered to a customer if he or she has a child join a soccer club. So these vitality bucks which customers could earn could then be traded for either airline tickets or magazine subscriptions or movie tickets. So these are simple nudges that one can give to help improve health outcomes, particularly relevant for an insurance company. But can you think of a reason why these interventions may not qualify as a nudge? Remember, nudges should be cheap to implement and they should not change the economic incentives. Now, offering airline tickets or magazine subscriptions or even movie tickets could amount to changing the economic incentives in some cases. If so, then this cannot be interpreted as a pure nudge. This is something that you want to keep in mind while evaluating policies in the future. Here is a $1 a day program. This program was introduced to help fight teenage pregnancy. Teenage pregnancy is a serious concern in many US states. Teenagers who become pregnant at 18 or so again get into repeat pregnancy. This was a problem which $1 a day program wanted to solve. $1 a day program would target teenage mothers and pay them $1 a day for every day that she does not become pregnant for a period of 2 years. Now, this uses taxpayers' money for sure. However, the amount of money that one spends in $1 a day program is probably much lower than the amount of money that one would spend in the welfare of the children born of such teenagers. In other words, a $1 a day program may end up being efficient. But is this a pure nudge? I want you to think again carefully about whether it qualifies as a pure nudge. The reason is you are offering money for certain kind of behavior. You are incentivizing teenage mothers for a certain kind of behavior. Now, the money is not substantial, but you are still making you're still making a change in the economic incentives, though a small one. Our next example is that of a no-bite nail polish and disulfiram. So people who hope to change certain bad habits might want to buy products that make it unpleasant or painful to continue to indulge in those habits. In other words, the reflective system, they often discipline the automatic system. Those who want to stop biting their nails, for example, can buy nail polishes such as Mavala or Orly No Bite. These nail polishes are bitter in taste, and the moment you start biting your nails, you would feel the bitterness in your mouth and you will avoid it. So the reflective system gradually influences the automatic system. Disulfiram is an anti-abuse medicine which is often given to alcoholics. If one consumes disulfiram, then alcohol drinkers, they throw up and they suffer from hangover as soon as they start drinking. Let's come to the last example, that of civility check. These days people are angry all the time. Trolls in social media, they often use uncivil languages, they angrily retort to tweets. These are often in the heat of the moment responses. These are often responses from the system 1 or from the automatic self. As system 1 cools down, system 2 or our reflective self takes over, and the system 2 may not find the responses optimal. Think of crimes of passion and the difference that crime of passion has from, let's say, a cold-blooded murder. A cold-blooded murder is a rational, well thought out decision. Crimes of passion, on the other hand, are not rational decisions. People often tend to regret after committing a crime of passion. Technology can help, technology-based nudges in particular can help minimize these anger responses. Gmail, for example, can flash this dialog box when you try and send an email. Warning, this appears to be an uncivil email. Do you really and truly want to send this email? Or people can use a stronger version of the same. Warning, this appears to be an uncivil email. This will not be sent unless you ask to resend it in 24 hours. When we get angry, we are often advised not to send out email responses to something that makes us angry. Why are we advised that? We are advised to send a reply in 24 hours time so that we don't use our anger to respond.